Hello everyone from Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, as we get ready for Day 5's Game 2 here between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain. Hello everyone, my name is Mason Strawn. I'll be your broadcaster once more between these two sides as we'll go ahead and get ready for the Bandits to come up to the plate here to start us off today, as they will be playing in their 5th game today, as we had the earlier matchup, the Smokies taking on the Choo Choos, a 13-3 victory in favor of the Smokies. They now find themselves at a 2-3 record alongside the Choo Choos. As if the Bandits are able to win today, they will find themselves at a, correct here, should be 3-2 record, and the Rain will fall to that as well. They will both be tied atop of the standings. As to lead us off for the Bandits will be Lauren Henson. She'll be the EH today, starting off on the bench side, as the first pitch here will be Laney to start us off here on the mound. First pitch to Henson. Shows bunt, gets away from Mac. That'll be a ball down in the dirt. It will be called a strike, actually, so was offering around was Henson, so 0-1. I apologize, though. Trying to fill out our scorecards here still really quickly. A really quick turnaround time. Now the 0-1 from the Chat State product, the JUCO pitcher on the mound. On the other half, called a strike, 0-2 now to Henson. As the Marshall product comes to the plate once more, tonight's EH. Leading us off here today, already has a home run, had the first home run of this Scenic City League season. As the 0-2 on the other half, called a strike. Struck out looking will be Henson. One away. Laney coming out here firing to start for this Rain squad. And it'll now be Abby Ferris who comes up, tonight's second baseman. So one out, nobody on as Henson goes down on strikes. Next pitch from the lefty. The other half, called a strike, 0-1. Already pounding that outside part of the zone. Looking strong here to start. Ferris waits for the next pitch from the left-hander. Playing at second base today in that second spot. Down low in the zone, called for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2 from the left-hander once more. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Laney on the mound, as it'll bring up J.C. Holt for the first time today in the 3-hole, playing in center field. So for Holt, who just played in the previous matchup, comes up today for the first time for the Bandits here with 2 away and no one on. First pitch to the left-hand side, fouled off, 0-1. The first player to make contact currently. It's Laney, who already has 2 strikeouts, trying to catch up to Cunningham, who now has the lead for the most strikeouts currently in the Scenic City Collegiate League, entering into today. Before Game 1, Cunningham was second. She will get the start for the Bandits as well. Laney already with 26 on the year, with back-to-back strikeouts to start us off here on the top of the first. Next pitch. It's hit to the left-hand side, fouled off once more off the end of the bat, 0-2. That's the Maryland Eastern Shore product trying to go to work here to start. Next pitch from the left-hander, the 0-2 delivery. On the outer half, called the ball, could not get Holt to swing, 1-2. 2 outs already as Henson and Ferris both go down swinging. Henson down looking. Ferris goes down swinging on the outer half of the plate. Holt trying to keep this inning alive, already down 1-2 with 2 away. No score here to start between the Bandits and the Rain. 1-2. Fouled off once more. Will not go down without a fight. Will be Holt. Will be the battle of the starters here today. Cunningham and Laney, who both sit atop of the league in terms of ERA, strikeouts, whip, all sorts of categories, it feels like. One, two. Up in the zone, called the ball, did not go around, was Holt 2-2. As Harvey, the third baseman, sits in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to hit. Massengale will follow up tonight's shortstop if possible. The 2-2 to Holt. Swung on and missed. 1-2-3 inning for Laney as a strikeout the side. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts, and we'll go to the bottom of the first inning. 29 strikeouts on the year for Laney. Excuse me, it's 27 now, I should say. As we'll go to the bottom of the first. No score here between the Bandits and the Rain early in this one. We'll be right back at this quick break from Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Here for the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the first inning, no score here between the Rain and the Bandits. A 1-2-3 strikeout the side inning for Laney. Now has herself, at the current moment, up to 27 strikeouts, just behind Ella Cunningham at 30, as now Cunningham will make her way up to the mound as well. In a Bandits uniform, 11 innings pitched. Total, she is now up to 16 on the year. Just below a 190 ERA for her. Let's try and make sure everything's all set here to start us off. Just below a 125 whip as well. As she will face off against Anna Frazier, tonight's third baseman to start. His first pitch, called for a strike, swung on and missed. 0-1 as Andrews will hit next. Tonight's right fielder, Kai Ricks, will hit third in center field. Also, Balcom will be at first base. Hitting in the 4th spot, Jasmine Mack behind the plate once more will wear number 2. Next pitch from Cunningham on the outside, 1-1. So we apologize, I wasn't able to get through all the lineups to start, but Mack behind the plate will hit 5th. Jamerson at left field will hit 6th for this Rain squad. Cunningham at shortstop will hit 7th. Hugh Bush at second will hit 8th. Mariana Smith will be the DP hitting 9th. So the next pitch swung on and missed, 1-2. And Laney on the mound in the 10th spot currently. I don't believe she'll hit. We'll see if that stays the case or not for the Bandits. Henson, the EH, led off, struck out Fairs at second base. At 2, Holt, the 3rd spot in center field. Harvey at 3rd base will hit 4th. Next pitch from Cunningham on the outside, 1-2. As Massengale at short, Wagner behind the plate, Lewis in right, Press with the EH as well will hit 8th. Munson playing first base for this Bandit squad, as well as Wall in left field. Cunningham out on the mound once more. Now full count as that one stays outside. So Frazier trying to keep herself alive here early in this at-bat. Andrews will be next. Frazier now with a big swing and a miss. Strike three. Cunningham responds back with a strikeout of her own. 31 now on the year for her, as Andrews will step up. So Andrews, tonight's right fielder, comes up to the plate here for this Rain squad. First pitch on the outer half, called a ball, or excuse me, called a strike, I should say. 0-1. Next pitch on the outer half, this time called a ball. 1-1 now is Cunningham with the first strikeout. Andrews, tonight's right fielder, plate once more. Choosing that last matchup now comes up. Next pitch to her, fouled up and out of play. 1-2. Macy Andrews now. Played in that last matchup for the Choo Choo squad. Next pitch to her, up in the zone. 2-2. Andrews earlier struck out twice, reached on an error. Looking to see if she can get on for the first time here today. Walker hit possibly. Now down 2-2 in the count. Next pitch just up in the zone. 3-2. As Ricks waits in the on-deck circle, she will hit next. Full count to Andrews. Swung on and missed. Strike three, another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cunningham, trying to match the production of Laney, who had a 1-2-3 inning, struck out the side to start the top half. But Kai Ricks now trying to see if she can ruin that with 2 away and nobody on. Ricks, who in a Smoky Mountain Rain uniform, batting .455, tries to see if she can lay down the bunt, can't do it. 0-1. University of South Carolina. 2 RBIs to her name, a .538 on base, a triple to her name, her lone extra base hit. This one stays up and away. 1-1. Of course, for Ricks as well, has also played a game earlier, I believe it was for the Choo Choos. The next one, big hack at it, but now 1-2 as she swings through it. 2 outs and nobody on. Ricks trying to keep this inning alive. Cunningham trying to match the production. The left-hander, next pitch, hits out to center field. So no 1-2-3 strikeout inning, but this one will be caught by Holton center. So it will be a 1-2-3. We see 5 strikeouts here in the first inning between the two sides. We'll head to the top of the second inning. Going to be a good pitching matchup here already, you can tell. Bandits and Rain tied at 0 apiece after 1. We'll head to the top of the second here from Mandy Greenlawn Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back here after this quick break here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. Top of the second inning. No score here between the Bandits and the Rain early in this one, as it will now be Ella Grace Harvey, the Tennessee Tech commit, who will step up to the plate, tonight's third baseman. She hits in the 4 hole as Laney will step up. Already a 1-2-3 inning for her. see if she can possibly strike out the side again, trying to catch up to Cunningham in the strikeout totals. First pitch out and away, 1-0. It's the Charlotte native now on the mound, originally committed to BYU. Did not play her freshman year. 2 years of eligibility for her coming out of Chat State. 1-0. Swung on and hit to the right-hand side. Foul ball, 1-1. Ella Grace Harvey steps up, entering into the game with a .286 average. 3 RBIs to her name. A double as well. No other extra base hits for her, but has shown good power on the bat as well. 1-1 to the tall third baseman. Just a bit too far outside. 2-1. Being able to power her way through that top of the first. Grace now trying to stay patient at the plate. Trying to work that outside part of the zone. Has been generous to most of the pitchers here today. 2-1. Outside once more. 3-1 now the count as the Charlotte native, again, who was originally attended a year at BYU, did not play for them. Went to play JUCO at Chattanooga State the last 2 years. Had been nothing short of stunning on the mound. Two no-hitters in a perfect game last year. One complete 7-game no-hitter. A 6-inning no-hitter. That one stays outside, called a strike, 3-2. In a 5-inning perfect game for Laney last season at Chat State. To the Legion Collegiate Academy for high school. Last year, in 22 times she pitched, 19 starts, went 18-1 and had a save to her name. Full count delivery. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Laney. Now 4 straight. 3 straight swinging strikeouts for the Bandits as Tatum Massengale now steps up. As the shortstop comes up for the first time tonight. Tennessee Wesleyan, the rising junior. Primarily been playing a lot of the left side of the infield here in the Scenic City League. First pitch down and away, ball 1. Massengale entering into this game, batting .273 for this Bandits squad. 1-0. The outer half called for a strike. 1-1. Tennessee Wesleyan product from Hickson, Tennessee, who attended Saudi Daisy High School, just down the road from here. Wants to work in the medical field. And she's done with college ball. Works as a public health major at Tennessee Wesleyan. 1-1. On away. 2-1 now the count. Fastball working early here from Laney. Has not looked towards the off speed whatsoever. However, it doesn't matter at this point. No one's been able to catch up to her. Massengale, though, looking to see if she can do just that. 3 RBIs already for her on the year. No extra base hits, but 357 on base. She could do here is playing in her 5th game, her 15th plate appearance, or 14th, I should say. The pitcher will get a new ball here for Laney, trying to figure out where to get a new ball from. She's looking towards both dugouts here, trying to see who's going to get her one. Figure out who will get the ball here to the mound. We'll finally get one thrown over from the Bandits dugout, but Massengale stepping in once more. 2-1 the count against her, 1 away after the strikeout of Ella Grace Harvey. She is locked in the batter's box right now. Left-hander leans back and delivers. Swung on, hit to the shortstop side, picked off by the first baseman instead, I should say the second base side, picked off by the first baseman as Falcon picks it up, now 2 away. First out recorded that did not come via the strikeout for Laney tonight. And it'll be Dowell's Wagoneer who now steps up the catcher. Rain, who have been a very successful team, still showing the good vibes, of course. Wagoneer will step up for the first time today. First pitch to her, up and away, ball 1. Wagoneer batting .250 for this Bandits squad. No RBIs for her. No extra base hits, but gone on with quite a few walks. This one up in the zone, swings through it, 1-1. It's the D2 product. Originally from Newbury College, the rising sophomore. Only got 8 games under her belt last year. 7 starts, though, in those 8 games played. Just trying to get some more plate appearances here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Pitch on the outside, 2-1. Continue to try and work that outer half of the zone. Has leaned heavy on this heater today. Can't say I blame her. 4 strikeouts in the 5 batters she's faced already. Wagoneer trying to see if she can change the odds now with a count in her favor. 2-1. Delivery on the outside. Called a strike. 2-2. Battle for the top 2 teams right now in the Scenic City League. The Smoky Mountain Rain 3-1. The Bandits at 2-2. Wagoneer shows bunt at the plate. Pulls it back, the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Lanny. She will have 5 here through 2 innings of work. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score here after 1.5. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning as the Smoky Mountain Rain will come up once more. Cunningham will look to see if she can continue to work as well. We'll be right back after this quick break here from the Scenic City League here in Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the second inning, still no score between the Rain and the Bandits here as we sit in this bottom of the second frame. Rain will come up to bat. A couple of changes here in the infield at least for the Bandits. Henson now moves to first base from the EH spot. Now Munson will move from first to second. I I believe Fairs will now head back to the EH position. I think everybody else is staying the same. That does seem to be the case, as now it will be Falcon who will step up to the plate here to start. First pitch she sees, she'll lace down that right field line for a foul ball 0-1. Falcon now steps up to the plate. First time today playing at first base. Had a really strong outing yesterday for this Reign squad on the mound. The Oakland University product. No one on, no one out. Next pitch from Cunningham. On the outer side, call it a strike, 0-2. Falcon hitting .545 for this Reign squad. 6 RBIs for her already. A home run under her belt and 2 doubles. Swung on and sent out to center field. Holt will get right underneath it, so out number 1. So a 3-pitch first batter here for Cunningham. Now to bring up Jasmine Mack, the George Mason product, with 1 away and no one out. Mack, who enters in 500 average for her on this Reign squad. 2 RBIs. No extra base hits for her, but over on just under a 1200 OPS. The first pitch she sees is outside for 1-0. Next pitch to Mack, off speed on the outer half, swings right through it, 0-1-1. Next pitch to Mack, fouls this one up and out of play, 1-2. Mack, who has played mostly at the catching position, has shown some flair over that third base side before. Now back behind the plate once again. Only 2 RBIs for her, but has been able to really pull that base or roll that softball to the left-hand side. The 1-2 up in the zone. The changeup sits too high, 2-2. Kai Ricks is really starting to rub off on her teammates, you could tell. Mack steps up to the plate once more. That one bounces off her helmet. It'll be a hit by pitch as it gets her up high, so runner will make it on. Cunningham hits Mack on the side of the bucket. Now allows for her to reach, and Jamerson now comes up with the first runner on base in this ball game with 1 out. Now Jamerson, the left fielder, comes up for the first time today. A runner on first in Jasmine Mack. First pitch on the outer half called a strike, 0-1. Cunningham bringing the heater along just as well. Mack at first had 7 stolen bases last year on 10 attempts. Shown good speed this season as well. Next pitch, Jamerson out and away, 1-1. Jamerson hitting .444 entering into the contest. 2 RBIs for her as well. No extra base hits, but a .990 OPS. 1-1. Fouled off once more now. 1-2 the count. Cunningham will be the next one to hit. Still no score here in this bottom of the second frame. First base runner allowed by either pitcher is Jasmine Mack on first after the hit by pitch. 1-2 from Cunningham. Hit to the first base side. Henson will pick it up. Turns to second. Makes the throw. It'll airmail it into left field. Mack will make her way to third base. Runners will now be at the corners. As Henson tried to turn 2 and instead airmails it into left center. And now Cunningham comes up with runners at the corners and only 1 away. So Henson airmails it to left. It'll be an error for her. Jamerson will reach because of that. Now it brings up Cunningham. First pitch in the outer half, called a ball 1-0. So hit by pitch, and now an error has brought up an opportunity for Cunningham. First pitch hit to the left-hand side. Third baseman Grace will pick it up, throws across to first. Was able to check the runner Mac to make sure she couldn't advance, so 2 away. The runner is cut down at first base. It does allow Jamerson to advance, but Cunningham will ground out. And now 2 away with runners at second and third, and Hubush will come up the second baseman. Lindsay Hubush now batting .417. So first pitch just outside for ball 1. The count, the next pitch on the outer half. Called for a strike, 1-1. Mack at third. Jamerson at second base. Hubush, tonight's second baseman at the plate. Mariana Smith will be the next one up the DP if given the opportunity. Cunningham trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. 1-1, fouled off towards the netting. I totally didn't flinch at that, swear to God. 1-2 the count, with 2 away here and 2 runners on. Cunningham trying to work another clean frame. No score here in this early part of Game 2 on Day 5 here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Michigan State product on the mound. The next pitch. On away, almost goes to the backstop, able to knock it down his Wagoneer. 2-2. Hubush from Morgantown, West Virginia. The 2-2. Off speed on the outside. Caught looking. Strike 3. Cunningham able to get out of the jam. And that will end the second frame. Third strikeout of the outing for her will go to the top of the third. No score here through 2. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits will come back up to hit. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as Olivia Lana will go back out to the mound. Top of the third inning, still no score between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain in what is looking to be a pitching duel, to put it lightly. As now 3 strikeouts for Cunningham, able to get out of the hit by pitch and error to keep it at a scoreless line. 5 strikeouts for Laney, has not allowed a base runner yet. Addie Lewis, the right fielder, will now come up to the plate. Lewis with her first appearance here at the plate to face the left-hander. First pitch down the pipe, called for a strike, 0-1. Lewis entering into this game a .231 average for her. 2 RBIs for her side. No extra base hits. The 0-1. On the way, 1-1 now the count. Presswood will be the next one to hit as tonight's EH for this Bandits squad as well. And then it'll be Cam Munson following her. Lewis, who attended Chattanooga Christian School, was born in Saudi Daisy area just outside Chattanooga. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. As the Lee University commit steps up once more. One and two now, nobody on, nobody out. Here in this top of the third frame, still no score between the Bandits and the Rain. Next pitch, swung on, hit to the first base side, able to snag it as the first baseman is the umpire there on the first base line. Was waiting for that one to cut through somehow and find her. Instead, a nice grab at first base by Balcom, one away. Now Presswood will come up with one out for the UTEP commit. Presswood now makes her way to the plate. First pitch down the zone called a strike, 0-1. Cleveland, Tennessee. 42 appearances, went 34-6 at Walker Valley High School. Had 241 innings pitched last year. Also slashed a .327 average with a .366 on base, a .434 slugging. That one stays down in the dirt, 1-1. Resulted in an 800 OPS, had 41 RBIs to her name. Walker Valley, its first state title this year, had 91 career wins in high school. Next pitch out and away, 2-1. Continue to try and work here now. Originally from Charlotte, North Carolina. Had 192 strikeouts last year and only 121 pitches, or 121 innings pitched. Had 16 complete games. That one stays high, 3-1. Or excuse me, 2-2. It was the last second strike call. Apologies there. 2-2 now. Cam Munson will be the next one to hit. Her first appearance in a Bandits uniform. Mostly played for the Smokies. Already hit a homer today earlier on that solo shot to center. 2-2 to Presswood. Fouls it off and stays alive. Almost takes out Munson on that right side. After Munson, I should say, it'll be Reagan Wall possibly to come up and hit tonight's left fielder, if able to get the chance. Still no runners have been allowed on by Laney. Next pitch, fouled off. Staying alive is Presswood. Laney again last year, only 15 walks to 192 strikeouts, a tick over a 1 ERA, a 1.04. .68 whip. Had 2 complete game no-hitters, a 7-inning against Volunteer State, and a 6-inning against Columbia State. Next pitch, just outside, 3-2. Presswood continues to stay alive. So the 5-inning perfect game against Pulaski State. Only gave up more than 2 earned runs in a single outing one time. It was in her 3rd game of the year back in February. Full count delivery. Fouled off once more. Presswood will not go down. Racking up the pitch count now, trying to see if she can get Delaney, but also just trying to see if she can keep herself on, maybe get an opportunity to reach first base for Munson, who has been dangerous at the plate this year already. Step back in once more with that open stance. Next pitch on the outside called for strike 3. Another strikeout. This time looking, Presswood goes down 6 strikeouts through 2 2/3 of inning of work. Now Munson will step up here with 2 away. Still no one has reached first base for the Bandits. The 9-hole hitter comes up in Munson. First pitch to the NC State product. The other half called a strike, 0-1.
Munson, who enters into this game, has been mostly playing with the Smokies. Now leads the league in home runs, tied with Abby Bunt. And Amaria Warner. Next pitch hits into right field, will be skied up into that right-hand side. It'll be taken in by Andrews, and that will end the inning. Another 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Now no score between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain. The Rain coming back up to hit once more. We'll be right back at this quick break from Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back at this quick break. Bottom of the third inning, now no scores. The Rain will come up to hit once more. And it's now with Cunningham on the mound. We'll make a couple of changes once more. Ferris heads back out to second base. It'll be Massengale who now goes over to the bench, as now Cam Munson trying to see if she can play around the diamond. She moves from first to second and now short. The first pitch to Mariana Smith stays high, 1-0. Tonight's DP hitting 11th. So the next one called for a strike, 1-1. Excuse me, she will actually hit 10th or 9th. I don't know where I got 11th from. I was looking at her number. I apologize for that. Still 1-1. Cunningham trying to go to work here. Next pitch fouled off, 1-2. Able to get out of the jam with runners on second and third in that second frame after the hit by pitch and error. They're going to induce a ground out and a strikeout to Cunningham and Hubush. Now, Smith the 1-2. Off speed. Did she offer? She did not. 2-2. For Smith entering into the game. 333 average, 3 RBIs. The next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Cunningham. Now 4 on the night for her. One away with nobody on. And Frazier will come back up to the plate. Struck out swinging her first time up. Now comes up for the second time today. First pitch from Cunningham. Down the pipe, called for a strike, 0-1. Frazier again entering into the game. A 600 average for her as that one stays high, 1-1. Gonna see if she can get a little bit of pop into this Rain lineup. No one has reached on a hit yet. Only a hit by pitch and an error. As the D3 product from Greensboro College, who is very solid here in this Scenic City League. Next pitch on the outer half. Called a strike, 1-2. Originally from Supply, North Carolina. Spent the last 2 years at Greensboro, the rising senior. Attended a year at Guilford College. 1-2. On the outer half, called a strike. Another strikeout for Cunningham. Frazier goes down looking this time, and now back-to-back strikeouts for the soon-to-be Troy product. As Andrews comes up for the second time today, struck out last time swinging. Georgia Highlands College, the junior college member from Rome, Georgia. Just down the road, now takes the first pitch outside 1-0. Andrews, who used to be the varsity swimmer on her high school squad. Again, the rising sophomore. The junior college Georgia Highlands. One stayed outside 2-0. Last year, he played 35 games. 4 home runs, 11 extra base hits with 21 RBIs and 24 runs scored. Also had 11 stolen bases without getting caught a single time. And stays away. 3-0 now the count. So Andrews now seeing if she can draw herself a walk here and get on to keep this run or to keep this inning extended. Kai Ricks will be the next one up if given the opportunity. We'll see if Andrews is given the green light or not. 3-0. On the outside, called a strike. 3-1. No green light given. Utility player at the plate. Also made 12 pitching appearances last year. Had 8 starts. Picked up a save and a 3-0 record. That one stays high and away, and the first base runner of this third inning comes via the walk. So now 3 batters have reached. 2 of them via the walk. One of them hit by pitch, technically, and then an error. Now it brings up Ricks, who flew out to center field her last time up. First pitch to the USC product. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Ricks, who has brought a lot of energy here to this Smoky Mountain Range squad, does so with every team she has played with. Fayetteville, Georgia. 0-1. Swung on and fouled off. Up and out in play 0-2. Trying to see if she can bring up Balcom. Who hit next has shown a good amount of strength already. Lined out to center field on a rocket that Holt was able to bring down in that second frame. Rick steps up once more. The 0-2. Hits in the first base side. Henson will pick it up. Makes her way to first. Will apply the tag. The runner is out, and Ricks goes tumbling over. And now falls over again as Henson makes sure she's all good. That will end the inning. We'll go to the top of the 4th. No score here between the Bandits and the Rain. We'll be right back after this quick break from Mandy Greenmund Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here from the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 4th inning, no score here between the Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits here through the 3 innings of work. We go to the top of the 4th. Lanning continues on the mound here once more. Has not allowed a base runner. Reagan Wall, though, the leading hitter in terms of average, steps up to the plate for the Bandits. Tonight's left fielder in the 10 spot. As Cunningham will hit next after her, so it will be 11 batters in the order here for the Bandits. But Wall with a .615 average leads the league in hits with 8. First pitch to her. Shows bunt, pulls it back, swings through it anyway. 0-1.
Yeah.
Wall, a .667 on base, a 1,400 OPS, a triple to her name, 3 RBIs, over 600 on the average. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2 out of Wall. Reagan Wall headed off to Georgia Tech next year from James Madison University last season, the rising sophomore. The 0-2 against her. Does not swing. Outside it sits. 1-2. Wall broke her high school record her junior year with 40 stolen bases. Originally from Hazel Green, Alabama, had 61 runs scored in her junior year of high school. Played 44 games at James Madison last year. Next pitch. Fouls it off and stays alive. 1-2 still the count. Stole 20 bases on 24 attempts, had 23 runs scored. Had an excellent year last year at James Madison. Uses it for a chance to go to the ACC School of Georgia Tech next year. The 1-2 the count against Wall. The next delivery. Outside, 2-2. Nobody on, nobody out as we get into this back half of this ball game in the top of the fourth. Laney continuing to work here is again yet to allow a base runner. 3 strikeouts in the first, 2 strikeouts and a line out in the second, and a single strikeout with a fly out and a line out in the third. Next pitch, up high, swung through it, strike 3. Another strikeout for the starting pitcher tonight. Now 7 strikeouts through 3 1/3 inning of work. And it'll bring up Henson. It'll actually bring up Cunningham, apologies, who will come up now with 1 out and nobody on. It's starter as well. And a pitcher's duel with Laney. Left-hander comes up to hit. First pitch down in the zone, ball 1. Cunningham also has been one of the better hitters already, a 500 average for her. 5 RBIs to her name, a 1,500 OPS, a home run, and a double to her. A solo shot to right field was her lone home run. That was a rocket to that fence. She'll hit this one now hard to left field. The left fielder will get underneath it and make the catch. Hung on to by Jamerson, 2 away. First hit ball we've seen off of Laney tonight. Now 2 away and it'll bring up Henson. Struck out looking her last time up. So for Henson, who hit the first home run of this year, 6 RBIs on her name, a .417 average entering into the ballgame. Next pitch will be swung on and missed, 0-1. Senior who hit her first Division I home run on senior day last year. Drove in 4 runs. Steps up once more. The 0-1 against her. Outside, 1-1. Henson transferred from Drury University to Missouri. Had spent a year at the JUCO School of Jones College in Mississippi. Originally from Lawrenceburg, Indiana. She'll call time as Laney takes just a bit too long for her, and she'll step out for the moment. Mostly made appearances on the mound last year, had 4 appearances, 7 1/3 inning of work, a 1-0 record for her. Only got 18 at-bats at Marshall last year, but did hit .222 across them. Next pitch, fouls it off, 1-2. Still nobody on and 2 away. Going to be the first base runner possibly for this Bandits squad, as Laney has been cooking here to start. Once again now, 7 strikeouts for her. 3 2/3 of an inning of work. Looking to make it possibly number 8. 1-2 the count, the next pitch. Outside, 2-2. Continues to try and work that outer half of the plate, has been relying on the fastball here tonight. Understandably so. It feels like no one can touch her at this rate with how fast that thing has been going by. Henson trying to see if she can change such a course. 2-2. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3 and another one down. High fastball gets Henson to swing through it. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still no score here through the top of 4. Smoky Mountain Rain will come up once more. Be right back after this quick break. Here from Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Laney's averaging like 4 pitches a batter.
Bottom of the 4th inning, still no score here through the top of 4. We head to the bottom half of the inning. Balcom will step up for the second time today. Lined out to center field her last time up. This Rain squad trying to see if they can find something here. Have only collected walks and reached on an error. Have not got on with a base knock yet. No one has, though, in this ball game. First pitch from Cunningham. Outside, ball 1. Malcolm getting entered into this game, a 545 average for her, 6 RBIs, 1,000 slugging percentage, has 2 doubles and a home run to her name. This pitch hits it out to left center field. This might be the first hit of this ball game, and it will be as it goes to the wall. Balcom will turn for second. The throw in will beat her there, though, so she'll back up to first base. So the first base knock of the game goes to Balcom. Now runner on first on the second pitch of the inning. Now to bring up Jasmine Mack, who reached on that hit by pitch earlier. So first base runner from a hit gets on in Balcom, the first hit of this ball game for either side. As Mack now comes up, who reached on a hit by pitch last time. Balcom has good speed at first. First pitch on the way outside, or strike 1. Mack again entered into this game a 500 average. Has reached base at a 667 tick. 500 slugging for her. Next pitch on the outer half. This time a ball, 1-1. For Mack, of course, the native of Whitsett, North Carolina, the biology major, has this one sit outside on her 2-1. Goes by the nickname of Sushi whenever she was at George Mason. Again, now in the transfer portal. 3 years of eligibility still for her. Was the high school female athlete of the year in 2024 as that one stays high, 3-1. As well as the most accomplished player of the year. And that comes after she hit over 630 in her senior season. Next pitch. Gets this one up and out of play. Now 3-2 the count. Over her entire softball career in high school at Eastern Guilford, had 28 homers, 109 RBIs, and 65 games played. Last year at George Mason, hit a .182 in 26 games, had 17 starts to her name, picked up 9 RBIs. Next pitch, hits it softly to the third base side, picked up by Cunningham, throw to first, not in time, another base knock. and it advances the runner, so now second and first with nobody out. So a swinging bunt, you could call it, as Mack able to hit it just softly enough. Munson was back on the third base side. Cunningham was not going to get the throw there in time, but tried anyway. So second and first with nobody out, and Jamerson now comes up. Cunningham might be the first one to crack here between these two starting pitchers. We'll see if that is the case or if she can get through it here. First pitch to Jamerson outside, 1-0. Jamerson entered in again with a 444 average, reached on the air last time she came up. 545 tick on base. Next pitch swung on and missed, 1-1. Balcom at second. Mack at first after back-to-back singles. One a line drive to left center, the other a swinging bunt down the third base line. Jamerson now laces one. Right side will land foul about 10 or 20 feet to the right. Now 1-2 the count as Cunningham trying to work out the pickle. He started earlier today for the Smokies, now coming in for this Bandit squad who her initial team is. He's crossed the 30 strikeout plateau. And she's able to get another one here. A swinging strikeout as Cunningham able to get Jamerson down and one away. And now it'll be Deanna Cunningham who comes up to the plate. With about one out and runners on second and first. First pitch up in the zone, ball one. Cunningham, who grounded out the third last time up, entered into the game a 250 average for her. Does have 4 RBIs to her name, a double to her cause. Next pitch. Called a strike on the upper half of the zone, 1-1. Balcom at second after the line drive single. Mack, a swinging bunt down third base, got her on. Now runners in threatening positions, 1-1. On the lower half, called a strike, 1-2. One out. No one has scored for either side just yet between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain and what has been an outstanding pitcher's duel to start. For many, might be cold boring. For myself, best things you can watch in a ball game is that one stays outside 2-2. Cunningham trying to work through it here. Hugh Bush will hit next if given the chance. Next pitch. Swung on, hit to the second base side. Fairs will take it, throws to third. Play is there. Did she get the runner out? She does. As Balcom now down to the left-hand side of the bag, she'll get up slowly. So Fairs, who looked towards second and looked like at first, instead goes to third, gets the runner there. So a heads-up play by the second baseman will allow Mack to advance to second and the runner at first, so force out still at every base. So the youngster Fairs with a high IQ play goes to third with the throw and is able to get the runner in time, so 2 away as the first pitch is outside, ball 1. As Hubush comes up for the second time, last time she had 2 outs and runners in position. She struck out looking, trying to change that here. Still no score. 1 out. Outside, 2-0. Jasmine Mack for third. She'll make it in safely. A double steal. Now second and third with 2 away. So Ferris, who tried to cut down the runner at third to make sure there was a force play at every base. Now the runners advance, so stolen bases for Cunningham and Mack. Now puts them at second and third. Next pitch, swung on and missed, 2-1. Bush trying to see if she can put on the first run of this game. Cunningham trying to match the production of Aaliyah Laney on the other side. Next pitch, swung on, skied up to the third base side. Munson will call it off. She'll make the play. 4 scoreless once more. We'll go to the top of the 5th. So the top of the 5th inning, Bandits will come up to hit once more here from Mandy Greenmont Field between the Bandits and the Smoky Mountain Rain. We'll be right back after this quick break here from Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 5th inning, a couple of changes here for the Rain. We'll get to that in a moment, as now Olivia Laney is out of this ball game as she goes 4 innings straight, gives up no base runners. And now it'll be Mariana Smith who will come in relief of her. As now it will be Abby Fairs who comes up to the plate to lead us off. Last time we saw her, she went down on strikes. Was in the top of the 5th, or top of the 1st inning. She now comes up here in the top of the 5th. First pitch. Swung on, hit hard, right side. We'll get down. First hit of the game for the Bandits. It is looking like extra bases. Fairs will head for 2. She'll get in on a stand. As Fairs, first pitch she sees, drives it into right center and comes up with a base knock. Fairs gets to second on the double. Watson now steps in behind the plate here for Jasmine. Max Strickland will head out to third. She now will make her way in for Anna Frazier. McCallum will step up to shortstop. Laney now out. Smith will show up. The first attempt here from Holt will be fouled off on the bunt. So runner still at second base, 0-1. First batter, Mariana Smith drives it to right center over the second baseman's head. So a double here, as Fairs now trying to see if she can get the Bandits going. Next pitch, bunts it, right side, able to get it down. All the batters trying to get to it in time. No one is going to get there. Strickland trying to call it off. It'll be a base knock for Holt on the bunt and advances the runner. So now runners at the corners with nobody out. And just like that, Ella Grace Harvey with an opportunity. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Mariana Smith already in a jam. As Ella Grace Harvey, who did strike out last time we saw her swinging, comes up. First pitch from Smith. Up in the zone, called a ball, throw down for Holt at second. Nails her on the side. It allows for Fairs to come home. It will be a run scored, and the Bandits get on the board. As Fairs is able to take home as the stolen base from Holt nailed her on the arm. She's okay, but no one was there to receive it. So the throwdown allows for Fairs to score, so first run of this game is this one gets away from the catcher and allows for the runner to advance the third. Holt gets in sliding. So a passed ball as the new catcher, Watson, has it bounce off her and through her legs, and it gets to the backstop. So now a runner at third with nobody out and a 2-0 count now to Harvey. Next pitch from Smith, drives it out to left center field. That ball will go to the wall. Another run will score. Harvey will turn, make her way to third. Another double and a 2-0 score as the Bandits now have found their stride. As Holt will come in and score. Harvey with the double now makes it 2-0. Now Massengale will come up. So Smith comes in relief of Laney, now gives up a double, a single, and a double after giving up no base runners through those first 4. Smith now trying to get out of this situation. Massengale up. Lined out to the first baseman last time. Drives this one down the third base line. It'll be foul. On the count now to Massengale again, grounded out, or excuse me, lined out to the first baseman her last time up. The 0-1. Hits it high to the left-hand side. Shortstop will get underneath it. Will make the grab with 1 away as Harvey stays put at second base. Shortstop able to make the grab as that was the newest addition in McCallum who makes the catch. And now it'll be Dallas Wagoneer who comes up, who struck out swinging her last time at the plate. First pitch hits it to right center. Ball will get into the glove of the right fielder. Harvey will hold up at second. So just like that, 2 away. Still runner on second base as the right fielder and Andrews able to get underneath it. And now we'll bring up Addie Lewis, who lined out to first base her last time up. A hard line drive that Balcom was able to snag. Now comes up with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. A 2-0 lead now for the Bandits. First pitch hits the right side. This ball's going to get down. Harvey will hold up, so runners at the corners with 2 away. There's another base knock, this time for Addie Lewis to the right-hand side. Now Ryan Presswood will come up with 2 outs and runners at the corners. So Presswood, who went down looking on strikes last time, comes up. Presswood, who has yet to collect a hit just yet, only 6 appearances for her. Takes this one and hits it up and out of play, foul ball. Showing up today as the extra hitter, hitting in the 8th spot, headed off to UTEP next year. Now has runners at the corners and an opportunity to possibly add on a few more. Mariana Smith trying to get out of this inning. Coming in relief of Laney. Next pitch, high in the zone, 1-1 now the count. As Lewis still stays at first base, will not try and steal just yet, of course, with 2 outs. A dangerous opportunity, possibly. Get caught stealing. Next pitch, hits it to right field. Presswood will not be able to get it out of the infield, though. It'll be caught by the second baseman, Hubush, and that will end the end of the top of the 5th. 2 runs do score, 2 runners left on, but the Bandits able to take their first lead and get their first hits of this ball game. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Cunningham will go to work once more. Here from Andy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, you've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 5th inning, Cunningham steps up one more time. She'll face Mariana Smith here to hit. First pitch down and away, ball 1, as Munson now moves out to left field, trying to see if she can do all the positions here in one game, possibly. Henson now heads out to right. Ella Grace Harvey to first. Massengale to third. Lewis to short. Everybody else will stay the same. Fairs and Holt at second and center field still, as that one stays outside for 2-0. Wagoneer still stays behind the plate, so only 4 players stay in the same positions here. Next one on the outside, called a strike, 2-1. Cunningham continuing to work. 6 strikeouts for her today already, 36 now on the year. Next one stays high, 3-1. As Smith, who struck out swinging last time, comes up looking for an opportunity to help herself out, now down 2-0. Next pitch. Swung on and missed. Full count now. As the Michigan State product trying to see what she can do. AC Strickland will hit next, the Liberty product in the on-deck circle. 3-2. Fouls it off to the right-hand side. There's only 2 hits so far for the Smoky Mountain Rain so far. Couple of walks, a hit by pitch, reached on an error. Next one fouled off once more, but no runners have been able to reach around just yet to home plate. 2 make it to third, but have not had it any further than that. Both times it was, funny enough, Jasmine Mack. Still full count, nobody out, nobody on here into the bottom of the 5th inning. Rain trying to see if they come out a comeback here. That one comes up and gets Smith on the arm, so it'll be a hit by pitch once more. Full count, now a runner on first with nobody out. Or is it? Well, they call that a foul ball, so they're going to say that got the bottom of her barrel, so we'll not have a runner on. And we'll continue the at-bat. So it did hit. They'll say that it caught the bottom of her barrel. I thought it caught her on the shoulder. Not going to be the case from my angle, so full count still, nobody out. Next pitch from Cunningham. Outside ball 4, so just a wasted pitch, essentially. So instead of a hit by pitch, it'll just be a straight walk. As now Henson in right, Fairs at second again. Harvey now to first, Massengale at third, Monson moves to left. And Wall will move to the bench. First pitch to Strickland, fouls it off, 0-1. Nobody out after the walk to Smith. Strickland gets her first appearance here of the game. She steps in at third base for Frazier. The 0-1. Off speed, called a strike, 0-2. Strickland enters into the game, a .444 average for her, just outside 1-2. Or will be called a strike, so strike 3 against Strickland. The second call, she'll go down looking. Now 1 away here in this bottom of the 5th. Thought it looked like a good pitch. It was a good pitch. Just a last second call, so we'll have 1 out and a runner on first as Andrews comes up. First pitch to her, called a strike, 0-1. Reached on a walk last time we saw her. Struck out swinging her first time up. Tonight's right fielder. Runner on first and 1 away. Next pitch to the 2-hole hitter. Side, 1-1. Next pitch down and away. Now 2 on the count to Andrews. Kai Ricks will hit next if given the opportunity with 1 away here. Trying to see if she can bring her up once more. Next pitch. Off speed, just inside 3-1. Andrew has played 2 games for the Choo-Choos where she is now batting $167 for them, but for the Smokies, batting $125 as well. Does have 2 RBIs to her name. Next one fouled off. Now full count to Andrews, who has shown excellent defensive capabilities. Double for her already, though, this year as well. Full count, 1 out, runner on first. 2-0 your score, the Bandits lead. Next pitch, inside, called ball 4. Runners now on second and first as Andrews able to draw her second walk of the day. So Smith now heads to second, Andrews on first, and now Kai Ricks, who grounded out the first last time up, flew out to center the first time, will show bunt. Pulls it back, the first pitch, hits it back up the middle. Cunningham got a piece of it but can't knock it down. Rolls into center, trying to come home and score as Smith. The throw will be cut off as it gets away from Harvey. And it will score a run, so a base knock will allow for 1 to score. Ricks picks up the first RBI of the game for this Reign squad. Smith comes around to score now, 2-1 your score. And now Balcom, who already has a single and lined out to center hard last time. One of the better hitters in the Scenic City League already. Gonna cause some damage here. Next pitch from Cunningham. Swung on third base side, knocked out by Massengale. The runner gets caught up at second base. She tumbles, the throwback is in time. That'll be a double play, and they're out of the inning. Massengale makes the grab at third, throws to second in time as the runner stumbled. And they'll get through it. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. 2-1 now your score. The Reign get on the board, but not able to put any more on the top of the scoring chart. We'll head to the top of the 6th, and the Bandits come back up. 2-1 now your score from Andy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back with this quick break as the Bandits lead 2-1 over the Smoky Mountain Reign. Top of the 6th inning, 2-1 your score. The Bandits find themselves ahead by 1 as Cam Munson, who flew out hard to right field last time she came up, will come up once more. In the 9 hole today as she'll face off against Smith once again. Double play ends the threat in that bottom of the 5th inning. The Bandits trying to hold on here. Reign trying to see if they can mount the comeback. Smith will face off against Munson for the first time today. Outside it will set, 1-0. Munson, who already has 2 home runs on the year, now tied with Abby Bunt for that total. As well as Horner, her Smokies teammate. Next pitch, slams it out to left center field. Will get underneath, it will be the left fielder in time, hung on to by the left fielder, and that will be out number 1 in Jamerson. Now it'll bring up Reagan Wall. Oof. Struck out swinging her last time up. Comes up once more now. League leader in batting average and in hits with 8. Shows bunt, lays it down, left-hand side, picked up by the third baseman. Throw to first, Strickland can't get there in time. It'll be a base knock on the base, or the bunt single by Wall. 9th hit of the year for her, trying to keep that 600 batting average alive, and does so right there as Cunningham will now come up. Cunningham to the plate, had the, in my opinion, hardest hit ball we saw on Laney earlier in this contest in that bottom of the 4th, or top of the 4th inning, I should say, when she lined out the left field. Now comes up with 1 out and a runner on. First batter will take that one outside, throw down to second, Wall's in safely, a stolen base as the bunt attempt is pulled back. So the Georgia Tech commit, transferring from George Madison, who had 20 stolen bases last year, shows why she's got speed on the base paths. Cunningham will wait the next pitch. Outside and away, 2-0. Smith from Oakland U. The next pitch just inside, 3-0. Teammates of Balcom, her first baseman, Oakland U last year. Grosse Pointe Shores, the rising senior, out of Michigan. 3-0 the count, runner on second. Out and away it sits, ball 4. Runners now on second and first with 1 away as a drawn walk by Cunningham. And now Henson steps up. Struck out twice today. Gonna change her fortunes here, possibly put up a run on the board. Bandits still only lead by 1 here in this top of the 6th inning. First pitch from Smith on the outside, called a strike. Good framework by Watson, 0-1. Henson again, who had the first home run of the Scenic City Collegiate season. See that one outside for 1-1. Now the runner will break for third. Wall will get in safely. She did not scurry all the way back to second and is able to take third base as Munson now subs in for Cunningham at first. So another stolen base for Wall. Heads up base running by the Georgia Tech commit. The rising sophomore has looked outstanding here as well. 1-1 hit sky high toward the first base side. Balcom will call it off. She'll make the catch, 2 away. So now Abby Fairs will come up. Had the first hit of this Bandits squad's game on that double to right center. She'll come up and see if she can score another run. She came around to score the first run of the game for the Bandits. She'll hit it to the left-hand side and land foul as Strickland has it come over to the left-hand side of her bag. Runner still at the corners. Munson on first. Wall at second. Both great speed. An extra base knock could possibly score Munson. We'll see if that will be the cause. Fairs comes up with an 0-1. Next pitch out and away. Munson holds it first, 1-1. JC Holt will be the next one possibly up. She had a single and a stolen base last time she came up. And Ella Grace Harvey, who had a double. Munson on the run, pitches high, throw down to second is in time, she is out. Another caught runner. As Watson's able to cut down the runner, Munson, a beautiful throw right on the money. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Still 2-1 your score as Munson gets caught stealing. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning as the Bandits still lead by 1. 2-1 your score. Smoky Mountain Rain and the Bandits continue to battle here from Mandy Greenmont Field here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, here in the Scenic City Collegiate League. Battle of the ages here, it feels like. We'll be right back after this quick break. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 your score. The Bandits find themselves ahead by 1. Cunningham will go another inning, trying to see if she can get through it once more. As it will be Watson coming up for the first time today. Came in relief of Jasmine Mack in that 4th inning. We'll get her first appearance at the plate. First pitch from Cunningham. Outside, called the ball to 1-0. Ainsley Watson, the rising junior from Smith Station, Alabama. Waits the 1-0. High in the zone, it sits 2-0. I'm trying to see if she can make it through. Has given up only 1 run here so far. Watson, the University of North Georgia product, the D2 school. Gonna see what she can do here. It stays out and away. 3-0 now the count. A couple more changes now. Munson back to shortstop. Wall back out to left field once more. Everyone else stays the same here. Next pitch. Outside, called a strike. 3-1. Watson, who played for 6 games for Central High School, exclusively played for club softball during most of her time. Next pitch on the outside, called a strike. Full count. Rising junior, we'll see if she can keep this one going here. Next pitch to Watson. Swung on, foul it off to the right-hand side. Keeps the at-bat alive as Watson will have Jamerson up next. Strikeout and reached on an error last time up. McGowan will be next after them. Her first appearance at the plate after coming in for Cunningham at short. Full count delivery. Outside, ball 4. First walk now as Watson gets on. Jamerson now comes up with a runner on first and nobody out. Still down by 1. An opportunity here possibly. Jamerson's first pitch will swing right through it. Strike 1. Buckingham, Virginia native. Attended Sweetbriar College, the D3 school. Rising senior. Next pitch, up in the zone, 1-1. Throw down to first, not going to be in time as Watson getting tested for the moment by Guinier behind the plate. Jamerson, in 41 games played last year, slashed a 283 average with a 328 on base, 375 OP or a slugging percentage. Excuse me. Next pitch stays high, 2-1. Stole 26 bases last year, had 24 runs and 22 RBIs. For her last 3 years at SBC, had 100 hits, has hit over now 300 on her career as this one will be fouled up out of play once more. 49 stolen bases, RBIs, and runs in total for her. Two the count, the next pitch. Down in the dirt, gets away from Wagonero, allow for Watson to make it to second base, so foul pitch will allow for that one to go to the backstop, and now a runner on second. And now will step up, so it will be called a pass ball. Full count now. Runner on second and nobody out for Jamerson. Trying to see if she can tie this ball game up. Next pitch. Check swing. Did she go around? She did indeed, or possibly she did. So it will be a strikeout. They will say she went around. The runner does advance to third. So 1 away. And Watson able to advance. So Jamerson goes down on strikes as the head official says that she goes down on him. And now McGowan will come up for the first time tonight. Runner on third, 1 away. Allen, who has not come up to the plate just yet tonight, and came in relief of Cunningham in that 4th inning. Now with an opportunity. First pitch, up in the zone, ball 1. Watson at third after reaching on the walk, got on to second and third after a pass ball, and then trying to keep the ball in front of her was Wagoneer on the strikeout. Pitch the Layton native is outside, 2-0 from Utah. Who spent the last 2 years at Dawson Community College, the junior college school, now the rising junior, trying to extend her collegiate career. 2-0. Side called a strike, 2-1. Elementer's in. Has yet to collect a hit. Only has 10 appearances. Has reached base though. A 200 on base percentage for her. Takes a big hack of the next one. 2-2. Watson still at third. Next batter up will be Hubush. He flew out the third and struck out looking. Cunningham trying to get through it. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cunningham gets her down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts, and now a chance to get out of the inning. Hubush will step to the plate, struck out looking, and flew out the third, trying to see if she can will this team to a draw. First pitch from Cunningham high, 1-0. Anna Smith will be next. She struck out and walked, as the pitcher might have an opportunity to give herself some support. Right now, she has to wait on her second baseman first. 1-0 stays high, now 2-0. Cunningham, who has pitched a grand total today of already 10 2/3 of an inning of work. Next pitch. Hits it straight up into the air to the first base side. Harvey will get underneath it, and she gets out of a runner at third. Ella Cunningham gets through 6. We'll go to the top of the 7th inning. 2-1 still your score. The Bandits lead. We'll be right back after this quick break as the Bandits will get one more crack at a hit. Here in this top of the 7th inning, 2-1, they still lead. Here from Mandy Green Munfield in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break. Top of the 7th inning, 2-1 still your score. The Bandits lead by a singular run of the Smoky Mountain Rain, but now Abby Fairs will come up, who started off the scoring in that top of the 5th inning with a double. She'll get the chance to start it off once more here, possibly against Smith here in the top of the 7th. Trying to make it through her 3rd inning of work. Fairs now 1 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a double for her. Only 4 hits for the Bandits today. 5 batters have reached. First hit, she'll make this one to left center field. Another base knock for Fair. She'll look towards 2. This one will roll to the wall. She'll make it into second standing. Back-to-back doubles for Fairs. And now a runner in scoring position instantaneously here in this top of the 7th. J.C. Holt will step up once more. A single, a stolen base for her already, and a run scored. First pitch, will try and hit that one. Instead, it'll go foul. She tried to lay the punt, not able to do so. So for Holt, the center fielder, struck out swinging her first time up, singled in that 5th inning. Put Fairs at third and then stole the base to allow her to score. Pulls back the bunt on the high fastball, 1-1. Still nobody out here in this top of the 7th. Maryland Eastern Shore product, the rising senior at the plate. Cross from their D1 counterpart. Next pitch. Fouls off on the bunt. 1-2. Well, it was shown to be, to put it lightly, quick on the base paths. One of the fastest we've seen here in the Scenic City League. And for her slapping style of hitting, as she's put it herself. 1-2. Sits it outside. 2-2 now the count. Trying to get that running start in the box. Does not sit very far back in it. 2-2 now the count. The next pitch from Smith. Hit to the short or second base side. Picked up by Hubush. The throw to first. Is she in time? She is not. Holt gets it. The throw back to third. Gets away from the third baseman Strickland. Picked up by the left fielder. It allows for Ferris to score. A runner now goes to second as Holt is able to advance, and a run will score 3-1. As Fair is able to come around from third base, and the throwback to Strickland missed her. So a single for Holt advances to second on the throw, and another run will score. First pitch to Harvey, called a strike. Runner on second and nobody out here in this top of the seventh inning. Now 3-1 your score. As Fairs comes around. Next pitch, hit out towards left is Harvey. Trying to get underneath it will be the center fielder. Diving attempt by Ricks, can't get it. It'll be a knock for Harvey. She'll make her way into second base on the throw. So a single allows for Holt to advance, but now runners at second and third, still nobody out. So Harvey able to advance to second as Kai Ricks went diving for that one, just couldn't knock it down. And now Massengale, who flew out to the shortstop last time up, comes up to the plate once more with nobody out here and runners in scoring position. First pitch high, 1-0. Lined out the first base her last time up, or excuse me, her first time up, flew out to shortstop her last time out, 0 for 2 on the day. Hits it out to left center field. It'll be the shortstop who gets there, though, at the edge of the grass. Hung on to by McGallum, 1 away. So now it'll be the catcher Wagoneer. Struck out and lined out to right. Her 2 times up. With runners still in scoring position and 1 out. First pitch from Smith. Swung on, hit up towards the shortstop side. She'll get underneath it once more. Now 2 away. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Smith trying to minimize the damage. And now it will be Presswood who comes up to the plate. I thought it should be Addie Lewis. Instead, it'll now be Ryan Presswood who comes up, so Lewis may be out due to injury. Nonetheless, it'll be Presswood who comes up. She'll hit this one to the right-hand side in foul territory. Balcom will call it off and get the out, so no more damage done. Only 1 run able to score as Presswood flies out in foul territory, and that will end the inning. 3-1 now your score. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see who comes out for the Bandits. If Cunningham will try and complete the game, we'll find out here at Mandy Greenmont Field in Chattanooga, Tennessee in the Scenic City Collegiate League. We'll be right back after this quick break as Cunningham looks to be the one to come out next. We'll be right back after this quick break as we'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th inning, Ella Cunningham looking for the complete game. Looking to see if she can do exactly that. The fields will stay the same. No changes this time. Mariana Smith will try and lead us off here in this bottom of the 7th inning. So for Smith, walk and a strikeout for her today. First pitch from Cunningham. On the outer half, called a strike, 0-1. Cunningham now through 6 innings. Has allowed 2 singles, couple of walks to her name. Next pitch, outer half called the ball 1-1. No one out here for Smith, the pitcher now for this Reign squad, trying to see if she can help herself out. Next pitch, fouls it off, 1-2. Cunningham now has hit a batter in that 2nd inning and allowed a runner on in that error in that 2nd frame, was able to work through it. Allowed a walk in the 3rd inning, got through that as well. 2 singles, and a fielder's choice was at least able to keep anyone else from scoring in that 4th. As the next pitch swung on and missed. Another strikeout. Smith goes down swinging. Now 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. And it'll be Strickland who comes up. Went down looking last time she came to the plate. As mentioned, a walk in the 5th. 2 walks, I should say, in the 5th, and a single by Ricks. But of the lone run that scored in that 5th frame is the first pitch from Cunningham outside, ball 1. Allowed a walk in that 6th inning. A all the way to 3rd was Watson, but could not come around to score. So only 3 singles, a couple of walks here for Cunningham, but she has looked outstanding. The 1-0. Outside and away. 2-0. To see if she can conserve some arms around her as well. Henson out in right field right now. Originally out there at first was Addie Lewis. She's out this game though right now. Did not get the hit either. So as the next pitch to Strickland swung on and missed. 2-1. That's Liberty product at the plate, trying to see what she can do here. That leadoff spot has resulted in 3 strikeouts already. 2 of them looking. The next pitch to Strickland. Outside, 3-1. Andrews will be next. She's walked twice today. Struck out swinging her first time, and then after that, Ricks, who has the lone RBI. 3-1. Hits it up towards that center field spot. Holt makes her way forward, but Fairs will call her off. Out number 2 recorded. And now Macy Andrews will come up with 1 out remaining. In this bottom of the 7th inning, can Cunningham work out a complete game? Andrews see if she can keep this inning alive. Kai Ricks will be next if possible. First pitch to Andrews. Outside, 1-0. He's walked twice, has not made it past second base though. She got doubled off in that 5th frame to end the inning. Pitch on the outer half, called a strike, 1-1. For that, walked in that 3rd inning. The lone batter to reach. Striking out in the 1st alongside Frazier, who was subbed out for Strickland in the 4th inning. Next pitch. Just up in the zone, 2-1. Michigan State product, continue to work here. Went to Silverdale Academy before heading off to college from the Tennessee area. 2-1. Hits this one, skied up into the air. Harvey will get underneath it. It'll be a complete game for Ella Cunningham, and that will end it here. A complete game, 1-run outing for Ella Cunningham. 12 innings on the day. And that will end it here. The Bandits take it 3-1 in a showdown of pitchers. The Bandits now get themselves back in the win column. And we'll go into the day off with the Bandits in the Reign tied at 3-2 in the record. Bandits now sit atop with a 19-run differential. Smokies and the Choo Choos 2-3 sit near the bottom half. that'll wrap it up here. Ella Cunningham goes 7 complete to take the win here tonight. Laney with 4 innings, did not allow a single base runner, but then Mariana Smith comes in and unfortunately will take the loss. That will wrap it up here. 3-1 the final. Here to end off day 5. We'll get tomorrow off, and then we'll be back on Thursday the 19th, and then another day off for the portal day on the 20th. And then we'll come back the 21st, and we'll have 4 straight days worth of softball. That'll go ahead and end it here. The Smokies defeat the Choo Choos earlier today, 13-3. The Bandits defeat the Rain, 3-1 here in Game 2. We'll be back on Thursday. The Mountain Rain will take on the Smokies at 9 a.m. The Bandits will play the Choo Choos at 11:30. And that'll wrap it up here. Thank you again for tuning in here from Indy Green Munfield in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You've been watching the Scenic City League here on Vimeo. Thank you again for tuning in. My name is Mason Strong. It's been a pleasure to call for you all once more, and I hope you have a safe rest of your afternoon. I hope to see you all Thursday when we continue action.